Well, hello again, my YouTube family. It's time to do a little touching base. There's really no good news yet. I don't know, people. I'm getting very concerned. Um, every day, every morning, for hours until my stomach can't be empty any longer. Um, I'm looking for a job, but the same jobs keep showing up in all the job sites. I'm on Career Builder, I'm on ZipRecruiter, I'm on Indeed, I'm on Monster.com, Simply Hired. Come on, the same listings on all the sites. So I'll find one, I'll send out my resume, I'll find another, I'll send out my resume. But here's the thing, I'm not getting any responses back, which concerns me because my resume's been updated. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to improve it. So what seems to be the problem? I'm not getting any callbacks. I'm not getting anything. So it's very depressing. It's very deflating of my spirit. You know what I mean? But I'm not here to bitch and moan. I've got a list of things that I would like to talk to you about that I don't know if you guys are with me on or not. So let's just do a little bit of touching base, catching up. Let's see what's going on. So I've got my little list here. I wrote my little list of things. So the first on the list, because I just finished watching what I DVR'd, is anybody watching that effects movie of Gianni Versace? The murder of Gianni Versace? Oh, Nate. I mean, I knew about it when it happens and everything like that. But this Cunanan dude, I mean, OMG. And the actor who's playing that particular character freaks me the hell out. Now I know he's been on, was he on, oh, I forgot that show. It was a musical on television, High School Music. It wasn't called High School Musical, but it was called something else. He was on that show. I didn't see that show. I never watched that show, so I don't know. But he's playing Cunanan. He's the one that murdered Versace. The actor freaks me out. I mean, he's playing it so well that he freaks me the hell out. So every time he's on the screen, my skin is crawling. That's how good a job he's doing, which means he's an exceptional actor. And the guy who's playing Versace looks exactly like Versace. Like, that is exactly what Versace looked like. Oh my God. So anyway, if anybody's watching that, let me know. Let us talk about the Olympics, people. It's been a week now, so we've only got 1 week left. And I have got to tell you, Leslie Jones from SNL, she is on Twitter. And I can't help but laugh every single time she posts, because she's been posting. Well, now she was posting while she was home watching the Olympics. As of like yesterday or the day before yesterday, she went to the Olympics. So now I think she's going to be tweeting. She's going to be tweeting from the Olympics. But while she was home and she was watching it on television, she would show us what she's watching on television, and then she would do like a little bit of verbiage. But what she was saying, I mean, sometimes I was in tears. I was laughing so much. This woman is hilarious. She's loud as all hell. Probably louder than me. But she is loud, and she curses up like a sailor. But it is so damn funny. And I'll tweet her back. I've yet to get any kind of like likes or responses from her. But every time I tweet her back, I feel like I'm her personal friend. I'm sure like everybody else does, because she's so welcoming. She's like that loud friend that you have, if you have any loud friends. She is just loud, and she's so, I can't really say obnoxious. She's not really obnoxious. She's loud And she's very truthful in her words, but she is just hilarious on Twitter. So I'm going to still watch it. I'm going to still follow her because now she's there. She's actually at Pyeongchang. I think it's called Pyeongchang. And God help South Korea and North Korea. That's what I have to say. Now that she's there, God help us all. She was basically, well, she's been tweeting about figure skating, which is my all-time favorite. And she was also tweeting about Shaun White, who won the gold. Thank you, God. We are all so proud of him. I mean, I've seen him grow up, which goes to show how old I am. I saw him in the first Olympics. This was his third Olympics, I think. I saw him in the second Olympics. Now, mind you, it's like every 4 years. So when he started in the Olympics, I think he was 18, 17 or 18. And now he's 30-something. Is he 30? Or late 20s? He's somewhere around there. But he's a full-grown man now, you know. When we first saw him, he was a boy, loud, just arrogant a little bit. But now he's toned down the arrogance. He grew up. He grew up, and I'm so happy for him because this was his third gold. His third gold. I don't know if he'll be able to go in the next Winter Olympics, which is 2020, I think. So, you know, every 4 years you get older. Every day you get older. Your bones can't do the same things as you used to do. So I think this is it for him. This was his last Olympics, but he won 3 golds. 3 Olympics, 3 golds. And I'm so happy for him. So very happy for him. So that's the whole deal on Shaun White. And Leslie was tweeting about him and figure skating. The things that she was saying about the figure skaters and their costumes, hilarious. Sometimes I would agree with her, sometimes not so much. But okay, speaking of figure skating, what is happening to Nathan Chen? If anybody is following the Winter Olympics, like you know I do, every Olympics, you know I talk about it. What is happening to Nathan? What is happening to him? I saw him in the championships. Not the world champion. Was it the world championships? Before the Olympics? This guy was a rocket on the ice. He would do quads. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. I mean, he was the golden boy. He still is because he still got another shot, I think. But he skated twice. He skated in the men's free, I think, before the opening ceremonies. On Thursday, there was figure skating, and then for like the teams, and then the opening ceremonies, and then then the real competitions started. He screwed up on the team figure skating, and then last night he screwed up again, or was it yesterday? Either way, I saw him skate twice, and both times disasters. This was our golden child. This is and when I say that, I don't mean to put added pressure on him. You can imagine the pressure on. He's only 18. You can imagine what is sitting on his shoulders. It's like America is sitting on your shoulders, and we sent you there. Now you have to bring home the gold. No pressure, right? What? This boy is buckling under pressure like nobody's business. And this is his Olympics. This is his time. That's not to say that he can never go into another Olympics. He's only 18. 19, 21. He'll be 22 in the next Winter Olympics. He still has a shot. He still has more time to develop. He gets more time to improve. But where he is now, he's at his prime right now. And we all know, I know deep in my heart, he is ready for this. He is ready for this, but he is buckling under the pressure. And it's so unlike him. It is so unlike him. I fear for the boy. I really do. He's an American. He's skating for us. But I fear for him. I really do. Because I saw him before the Olympics. And it was like, oh, nobody could beat him. Nobody could beat him. And now that it's time for him to show what he's got, he's just, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Oh, well. So on that note, that takes care of the Olympics. Now, okay, people. I tend to tell you sometimes about what I've been dreaming, about my dreams and whatnot. Last night's dream was a doozy, was a whopper. See, this is what happens because I have to stay up late. I don't have to, but since I'm not working, I can afford the luxury of staying up late to watch figure skating because not for last night's figure skating for men, and they only showed me 1 hour. Mind you, the Olympics starts at 8 o'clock. I didn't see figure skating until like, was it 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning? And they only gave me 1 hour's worth of men's figure skating. I was pissed at all hell. You just don't know. So I have to watch. Well, it was like the downhill skiing for women's and men's. I'm not really into that. I'll watch it. I'm glad the person that they wanted to win won and she was great and everything, but it's not my sport. I don't ski. Okay. Do I look like a skier to you? I don't ski. So I just kind of let it go run in the background. And then when I hear about figure skating, I rush to the living room. So I keep the television on and loud enough, not screaming loud, but loud enough for me to hear, okay, now this figure skating starting. Kept it on from 8 p.m. until like 12:30 in the morning. That's when the men's figure skating started. And then they only gave me 1 hour, which I guess was okay because it started late as it is. It wasn't going to run until 3 a.m. in the morning. So in a way, I kind of figured this is my rational thinking about it, my rationalizing of it. I'm thinking, okay, God is good because he's giving me enough time to finish watching my Olympics so I don't have to go to sleep early so I won't miss anything. So he's giving me the luxury of not getting a job interview or any jobs right now. He's going to wait until all the Olympics are over. I've only got 1 more week left. And then after the Olympics, then I'll be able to go on job interviews and everything. But here's the negative side about it. On the 20th, Tuesday, I have to go back to the career center, the unemployment career center, and it's a mandatory thing. Every time they send you a notice, you have to go at such and such a time. You have to be there and whatnot. So I got my notice months ago that on February 20th at 1 p.m. I have to be there. Now, in a way, I was hoping, I said, oh, because when I got it, I think they mailed it in December or something like that. And when I got it, I said, oh, I'll get a job way before February 20th. And that's not a problem. Well, it's February 16th now, and the 20th is next Tuesday. I don't see myself getting an interview and B, a job before the 20th. Now, that's not to say that it can't happen, because I think the last job, remember the one that just fired me, I got that job like the day before I was supposed to go back to the career center. So miracles can happen. But at the same time, I'm thinking God has a plan. And he's going to let me watch all of my Olympics, all of my figure skating and all of that. But on the condition that I have to go on the 20th, it's only for an hour. And, I've been through it. And it wasn't that long ago. Because last year at this time, I was already working. 2 months in, I was already in. But I know the routine. I have to go there. I have to take the bus. I have to go there, sit for an hour, have a recruiter or a counselor talk to you about your resume and where you sending it at. And here are some other places that you can send your resume. And then you're out the door. But here's the thing. A, I have to take the bus, which means B, I have to walk to the bus stop. And even though it's 2 blocks away, with my back issues, 2 blocks is like 2 miles, okay? to the bus stop. Then you have to stand. My back issue. Wait for the bus, but not any bus. For me, I have to wait for a bus that's going to the terminal, because at the terminal, I get off. Then I have to walk blocks, like 4 long blocks, to the career center. But my back, and I've done the routine so much that I know exactly what I'm going to do. I get out at the bus terminal, and I walk through the bus terminal. And at the other end of the bus terminal, there is a bus stop. In the bus stop, thank you, Jesus, there's a little bus, a waiting area, but it has a bench. Most of the time, the bench is empty, and I sit there because by that time, my back is screaming. So I sit at the bus terminal, and buses come and go, and I do a little people watching because I give myself enough time. So I sit there and I watch and I listen to my back until A, it's, time is of the essence, and B, my back is ready. So I'll sit there, and when I'm good to go, I get up and I continue to walk another 1.5 to 2 blocks. And that is where the career center is. Then you go up, you sign in, you sit, they show you a video, which I know by heart by now. And then, each person or a group of people get plucked and you get distributed around the office to sit at their desk, and then they talk to you about, what have you been doing? Where have you been sending your resumes to? And plus you have to list, before you do all of that, before you even get there, you have to write. Every time you send your resume somewhere, they give you the sheets. So on Saturday, tomorrow, during the weekend, I have to write all of the places that I sent my resume to. It's such a process. And if you don't do the process, because each time they send you a notice, it's a mandatory thing. Look who's sitting behind me. He has been my comfort. He's been my rock. He's been my everything. So I have to do all of that. Now, I really don't want to, but I have to. If I want to continue to get the pittance of unemployment funds that they send me every Tuesday, I have to go to this career center next Tuesday. So, okay, fine. So that is that. So this is what I'm thinking God's plan is. He's going to let me skate and let me skate, get it? And watch my Olympics, because there's only 1 week left. And then after that, then I'll start to get phone calls. Then I can start to get interviews, and that's the like. So that's my mental, rational, maybe childlike way of thinking. Back to my dream. First of all, let me just tell you this. Last night, right before I went to sleep, I was watching the music video of a song that I really, really like. It's been out for months. Maybe even over a year by now. A song called How Long? I think the entire song is called How Long Has This Been Going On? By an artist. His name is Charlie Puth. First of all, I didn't know who this Charlie Puth was. Okay, that's number one. Then when I see the video, I'm like, this is a child. He looked like he's 12 years old. So of course I'm like, okay, his voice doesn't match his body. Because he's got a body like a 12-year-old, but he's got a voice like a 20-something-year-old. So I said, what the F? And then I figured, okay, maybe they got a kid in the video who's mouthing the words. I don't know nothing about this kid. So I did a little investigating. Oh no, Nancy. The kid that's in the video is the actual performer, is the singer. And I love the song. I love the song. It's just got a great beat. So I said, oh, wait a minute. His voice doesn't match his body. So then I had to look up. I said, well, maybe he's 18 or something. Maybe he's really young. The boy is 26 years old. I said, okay, something's going wrong here. Something's going terribly, terribly wrong. Because he's got a face of a 12-year-old, but he's got the voice of a 26-year-old. So I said, what the? So I said, okay, well, there's nothing you could do about it. So, okay. So I watched the video twice because I really, really loved this song. But then, now my eyes are getting droopy. And I went to sleep at about 1:30, 1:45 in the morning. So I went to sleep. Why? Okay, I can understand why he was in my dream. Because his face in the song was the last thing that I saw before I went to sleep. Okay, so that made sense. But of course, you have to understand that also the last thing that I was watching before his video was figure skating. Are you seeing where this dream is going? In the dream, I am a figure skater, but I'm not the age I am now. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not the age I am now. I was like in my 20s. I maybe was 21, 22, because my body in my dream was not the body that I have now. So I said, okay, in my dream, I'm in my 20s, but my early 20s. In the dream, Charlie Puth is in my dream, but he's the age that he is now. So you see where I'm going? Okay, so I would be 21 now, and Charlie Puth is 26 now. So, okay, in this dream, people, and I did not eat late or anything like that, okay? I ate at the time I was supposed to eat. In the dream, he was chasing me, the whole love game thing. And I'm a figure skater. And I guess I chose one of his songs to skate to. And then he wanted to know who I was. He came to one of my figure skating, I can't say, rehearsals, I guess you could call it. And he kind of like fell for me instantly. But I was like not interested because I was focused on skating. I didn't want to be bothered, do you, dude. I'm just using your song because I just want to skate to your song. So he was doing the, hey, how you doing? And texting me and I'm like, okay. But then eventually he got my attention. He took me out to dinner. And okay, so I started to fall for him. Then something happened. In the dream, accident happened. Like I did a triple whatever, and I fell and I broke my ankle. So now I'm laid up for months. And by this time, we had been going together. But now he's touring. So I'm watching television. And I don't know if y'all saw the Grammys where he and, I don't know what her name is, Melissa or Melanie or Melinda or whatever. They have a song together, a duet together. And at the end, they're kissing on stage. This really happened, by the way. And in the dream, I'm watching it on television. But we're already a couple, and he did not tell me anything about this chick. And I did not know that this was happening. So now I'm pissed off. Now I am pissed the hell off. So after this tour or whatever, I'm still laid up. I have a cast on my leg. I can't skate. I'm laid up in the hotel room. I don't know. I'm like really climbing the walls. He comes to see me, and I give him the coldest of the shoulders of the coldest of the shoulders. And then he asks me what is going on. Why am I treating? He wants to try to kiss me, and I'm just like, don't even look. You've done enough kissing. I've seen you do enough kissing. Don't even come my way. So then he's trying, like, what are you talking about? And then I tell him what I saw on television. So then he's trying to explain to me that he was unaware of what was going to happen. She just ran to him and kissed him on the lips. And I'm going, yeah, she kissed you on the lips, but I see you kissing her back. So what the hell? He goes, well, we're on stage. I don't want to push her away. It would be very embarrassing. So, okay, to that point, okay, fine. But you could have texted me. You could have called me. You could have told me that this was going to happen after it happened or whatever. You did none of that. So you just must have thought that I was going to be okay with the situation. So we're arguing, but it's that cat and mouse arguing, like the argument before you know what's going to happen. That's exactly what happened in the dream. Here is where the dream gets twisted. Here is where the dream gets twisted. Okay, so kissy kissy on the bed, things happen. Okay? In the dream, I went to sleep and then I woke up. I'm me, the real me, is still sleeping, by the way, okay? But I'm dreaming of me sleeping and dreaming. Okay, so are you following me? And then I wake up. Not the real me, the dream me wakes up. And next thing you know, I'm in an auditorium. Don't ask me. I'm in a school auditorium. And I guess I'm taking a college course or something. And I'm sort of sitting, you know how in college auditoriums or classes, it goes upward. Like, you know how to get away with murder if y'all are watching? Okay, the classroom was like that. So I'm sitting a little up in the middle. And further down, like about 4 or 5 rows down, now Charlie Puth is no longer in the dream. Okay, he's gone. Who is the subject, I guess, of my affections now? Okay, this is where it gets freaky. Why is Justin Bieber making an appearance? This is like the 3rd or 4th time. It's either Justin Bieber that ends up in my dreams or Justin Timberlake, the 2 Justins. Well, this time it was Justin Bieber. People. Okay. So in this dream, apparently, I guess Justin and I have some kind of a relationship going. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But there's and this is, of course, thank God, right before I wake up. Class, I guess, is over. And I'm putting my stuff away in my bag, my books in my bag. And I happen to look down, I guess, and he's looking up at me. So apparently in the dream, we had already known each other, except we just weren't sitting next to each other. But as he turns to look at me, it comes to me, the conclusion that, you know who he looks like? Right at that moment, he looked like Kurt Cobain. So I'm thinking, oh, he could do the life of Kurt Cobain because he looks just like him right at that moment. So I go down and we're, gathering our books and everything, talking about the subject. I don't even know what class it was, but we're talking about it. And I tell him, you could do the life of Kurt Cobain because A, you're at that age where you could do it now before you get too old. And B, you sort of look like him a little bit. So we're talking about it. And then we go outside and we're in the yard of the college, the campus. We're on the campus. And we're talking about it. And I don't know what the hell happened. Then I woke up. I myself woke up. And I don't know where that dream was going. But how the hell did he end up? Charlie Puth and I were doing the do. And then the next thing you know, I woke up and it's Justin Bieber that I'm dreaming about. What the hell? People? I don't know. Why am I dreaming? First of all, why am I dreaming of these youngins? Okay. And thankfully in the dream, I'm their age. It's not like I'm my age and dreaming about them because that would be a little freaky. But thankfully in the dream, I'm in my 20s. But I was in my 20s in the 80s. Okay. So I'm in my 20s, but now. Okay, that's all. That's all I have to say, people. It's going on 29, almost 30 minutes. So I just wanted to do a little catching up. I don't know what else to say. What else can I say after that? What else can I possibly say after that? Um, my rock of Gibraltar, right here. He doesn't have a clue, but he has been with me. I mean, he sticks really close to me. Like, remember way back when I first adopted him back in 2013, and I said I always wanted a lap cat. Oh, he is beyond a lap cat now. He's not only a lap cat. At night, we have a ritual. It's become a ritual. He started the ritual. This cat right here started the ritual. I climb into bed, and before I either choose a side to go to sleep on, I'll either choose my right side or I just lay flat on the bed. Just kind of like to do a little woosah with my whole body and just kind of. He takes that as the cue to come and climb up on my chest and just sit there. So we do a little talking. You know, I talk to my cat. And I know he's listening. And I pet him, you know. And then when he's like, okay, Mom, it's time to go to sleep, he'll just get up and he'll go right next to me, lie down, and go to sleep. And then we go to sleep. But sometimes I tend to sleep a little late and tend to sleep later than Mr. Man wants me to. Because I'm going to sleep late. I'm going to sleep 1:45, sometimes 3 in the morning. He feels the need that I have slept too long. So either I'm on my side, he'll climb on my waist, on the hip, and start meowing. Like, bitch, you need to wake up now because I'm hungry, damn it. I've waited as long as I could, Mom. Can you just, you know, I like having you home and everything, Mom, but you got to take care of me because I need some food and I need to drink my water. So sometimes I wake up at 9:30, 9:45 in the morning. Earlier this week, I woke up at 11:30 in the morning. Half the morning is gone. When I look at the clock and I know that the view is being DVR'd, I know I'm waking up late. Woo, Lord, half the morning is gone. But it's the luxury, if you can call it that, of not going to work. So I don't have to worry about an alarm. I don't have to worry about any of that. All I know is I tend to do the same thing every morning, regardless of whatever time it is that I'm waking up. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I feed him, I give him fresh water, I give him fresh food, then I come straight to the computer, I turn on the computer, and I do my job searching for at least a good 4 hours or so, or until my stomach can't take it any longer, because you would think I would go have breakfast first. I'm too wound up. I want to look for a job and I want to find something that I can send my resume to. Okay, I don't feel good if I don't have at least one job to send my resume to. Because if I go through a day and I notice that I'm not sending anything out, well, how are you going to get any callbacks, Nancy, if you're not sending anything out? That's when I really start to get depressed. And there have been days like that because it's the same showing of jobs that I know I'm not qualified for, or they're too far, or the ones that I am qualified for, they're part-time. Yes, I could send to a part-time job, but I want to send my resume to a job where I know that I'm going to get benefits, a 401k, you know, life insurance and all of that. When you get a part-time job, you don't get none of that. Okay? And I would send my resume to those jobs if I was in my 20s and you know, I knew that I was still under my parents' coverage. But that's no longer the case. I have to find a job with a 401k, with some life insurance, some visual or whatever, even if they don't have visual, dental, something, some kind of benefits that I can, you know, be qualified for. But you have to be a full-time employee. So sometimes it's a hit or miss. Every damn day. Every damn day. And sometimes it's a week by week thing. And that's when I start to get like, what is wrong with me? Why doesn't anybody call me? That's when the little insecurities, the little insecurity voice starts playing in my brain. Like, maybe you worthless, Nancy. You not contributing nothing to the world. You sitting here, you getting fat. All of this, all of these things are going through my mind because I am feeling worthless. I am feeling like, you know, last year at this time, I was already working. This year, it's taking a hell of a lot longer, and I don't know why. Then again, God has a plan. Maybe he wants me to finish watching my Olympics, and then I'll be getting the calls, which is fine. If I stick to that way of thinking, I feel a little better. It's like, oh, okay, God's got my back. He knows what he's doing. He's not gonna let you go out there, because if you go out there and now you have to wake up at such and such a time, you may be missing out on your figure skating, which sometimes starts at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. So he wants you to finish watching all of your figure skating and all of your whatever. Sometimes I watch that luge, that when the men and the women lie down on their back and then they just go down this ice ramp thing. Sometimes I watch that. That's interesting. He wants you to finish watching that. He wants you to finish watching and enjoying your Olympics. And then after the closing ceremonies, then you'll start to get the phone calls. Then you'll start to get the interviews. So I like to think like that. It makes me feel a little better. It could be a very childish way of thinking, but it perks me up a little bit. It makes me feel a little bit better. So I'd rather feel a little bit better. Might be a little delusional, but at least I'm feeling better, as opposed to feeling depressed and beating myself up and like, why is this happening to me? And, all the doubts and insecurities start playing on my emotions. So that's where we are right now, people. It is February 16th, 2018. Okay, needless to say, Valentine's Day was just another day for me. Probably was one of the days when I was feeling depressed. But that's neither here or there. I have done some catching up with you. I have done some touching base with you. And that's it. That's it. That's all. I have nothing to say as far... we're not even going to discuss makeup. What? We're not going to discuss holes. What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. That's a very foreign word to me right now. Holes. But I am doing a lot of watching of hauls, and I'm doing a lot of watching of makeup videos and stuff like that, and other videos in general. I'm watching new people that I've never seen before, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So that's really basically it in a nutshell, people. I'm rambling on. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to contribute. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, but I hope that you guys are sticking with me and I know some of you got my back. I know some of you have really got my back. Some of you are, part of my Facebook family. So we keep in touch that way, which I so enjoy. So thank you all so very much. That is it. It is Friday, okay? It is Friday, February 16th, 2018. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. And yeah, that's it. That's it for now. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up and let me know what you think of my wacky ass dreams. Let me know if you're watching the Olympics. What's your favorite sport? What are you looking forward to? And I will talk to you next time. I don't know when next time will be, but you'll see me again. Okay? I love you. Mwah. Bye now.